at getting on top of stuff. And if you've tried to go to my website, you can see that I'm way behind on all the things that I should be doing. Dana, welcome aboard. Betsy, hello to Knoxville. Phil, yes, hump day. We're humping it into October. Today's the last end of September. Oh my Jeezy. So when did I lock down? It was March 16th. That was when we officially shut everything here in California, I think. And so that's midway through March. So we got half of March, April, May, June, July, August, and now September. We're 6.5 months into this Varinus where I am, and we don't have a lot of things open, and it's a bit depressing. Speaking of depressing, speaking of not depressing, hello Laura, hello in Atlanta, Christopher, greetings. Don, wacky Wednesday? I don't know, Don. I'm not feeling super wacky today, but I feel better now that I'm here. Last night, I don't know if you know that song. Last night, I got loaded on a bottle of beer. I don't know how you get loaded on a bottle of beer, but I feel all right. Oh yeah, I feel all right. Last night, I did not get loaded on a bottle of whiskey. Phil Hicks, I'm a renowned surgeon. I can fix that hump. What hump? Well, yes, you're right. That's good. Young Frankenstein. David, hello to Connecticut. Uma, greetings. Laura, you got a paper shredder. Yeah, I'm on my second paper shredder of my life, and it's acting up because I do some shredding. It's important to shred. I would shred all of my mail before I sent it out, but excuse me. I think that's how I broke my last shredder. I can't believe I've got the hiccups. Well, nothing funny about that debate last night. See, Kevin, you're right. Last night was unreal. Los Lobos, the wolves, is what Phil's saying. Yeah, last night, the debate. Oh my God. I mean, I almost had to tap out in jiu-jitsu parlance. Like, I've had it. Oh, no, I do have the hiccups. I've had enough. I'd had enough like 10 minutes in. I was like, oh my God. It was just talking over each other, as you know, interrupting. Trump kind of was so excited to talk about his things that he couldn't be quiet and let Joe talk. And Mike or Chris Wallace had so much difficulty getting everybody to be quiet and go one at a time. It was just what a mess. And at first, I thought, oh my God, Joe Biden. He can't get a word in. Trump is mopping the floor with this guy. It feels like he's picking on an old guy. That's how I felt at first in the debate. And then after a while, man, Joe Biden just stayed calm. He stayed in the pocket. He tried to talk. He did call Trump a clown. Told him to shut up one time, which is these are strange times. Normally, you don't hear that kind of talk in a presidential debate, obviously, and I don't think that's normal Joe Biden. But that was the extent of him losing it. And from my point of view, by the end of it, I felt like Joe Biden is like the Dalai Lama. This guy is so chill. He just didn't lose his cool in the face of just not being able to even talk and get his point across. That said, I'm sure Trump's fans loved what he did. So we'll see. We'll see what happens the next time. Yeah, Scott, so glad you didn't do the debate drinking game. Me too. I was trying to drink my feelings away. That's how the debate drinking game went with me. But I wasn't drinking. La Fin du Monde beer, one bottle gets you happy. I'll have to check. Is that one of those Trappist monk beers? Jen's here. Good to see you, Jen. Okay. They did say puppet. Yes, Laura, they did say puppet. I was pretty impressed. Jen tap out. I had to tap out in 45 minutes. It was impossible to watch. Yeah, I felt that way. We stuck through it, but it was it was not easy. But we made it to the end. Presidential Commission said they not have Chris Wallace ever mediate again. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what I mean, is the next format going to be they're in some kind of soundproof phone booth with a microphone and you just turn them off? I mean, it'd just be so sad if that's the world we're living in, that people can't control themselves to be quiet while the other person is talking. Dana, knock knock, who's there interrupting president? Good one. Joe did say shush, Betsy, I did hear that. Oh, look at that. Are you coming in?
Stand down and stand by. I'll be right here.
Stand down and stand by, Lady Jerry says.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Stand down and stand by.
That's just a note to you, Jerry,
Yep.
not to anybody
Well,
else.
I'm excited that you're here, but make it quick.
Yes, I will.
All right. She's going to get her beverages and be right back. Idiocracy is starting to look like a documentary. Idiocracy is starting to look like an aspirational documentary. That's what I would say, David. Oh my God. Long hitter, the llama. Yeah, the llama. When he comes up with men on base, you're in trouble. That could be the game. Uma, yeah, the Proud Boys love what he did. Those Proud Boys are, to me, sort of a joke. But I get that they're not a joke. They're a bunch of jerks. Jerk, very close together. Shock collars, I like that suggestion, Christopher. Medea can moderate. Oh, Phil, they could charge for that debate. If Medea not moderated the debate, oh my God, I'd be right there. Can they just not do these debates? Keys, I think the ship has sailed on that. The camel's out of the barn. We're going to get humped whether we like it or not. Yeah, I get it, Jen. Chris Wallace did the best he could in that situation. Yeah, I get it. Darren, good to see you. You're bald. You pulled out all your hair last night. Yep, we're all having feelings like that.
Oh my God. I don't know what to do about my feet. They're a bit sandy. I haven't showered.
I get it. You've just come right from the ocean.
Beach.
Oh my God, Jerry, you look like a little bit. You look great.
Do I look a little crazy?
In. So Lady Jerry's just coming from a surf. So
I haven't even taken the board out of the car. Hello.
This is pre-makeup, Lady Jerry. I'm going to turn this light down a little. It's a bit hot. So how is your day?
Well, don't I have some nice Desitin on for you to
look
lick
great.
off right now? I mean, you love this stuff. Do you want to come over and...
I don't think I'm going to be licking you on the show. But,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Give them a thrill.
Give them a thrill.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. No. Jake always complains after I've been surfing because I put some baby bottom cream on, white, to protect me. Do I look white?
Well, yeah, we're white people. I hate to tell you.
Okay, do I look pure honky right now? Not that I
unadulterated honky.
Yeah, I'm a mutt.
You're proud boy white.
No, I am. Yeah, proud girl, proud woman, not girl. I hate it when women call
for
themselves
some reason
girls.
I'm not getting all
We do it, but we shouldn't do it because we're not girls. We're women. I call the ladies ladies. I call them that.
You call the ladies ladies?
Well, I hate it when women call each other girls because we're not girls. It's It's not. It's not.
I think a lot of times they're trying to be affectionate.
Yes.
They're saying, "Oh, girls, let's go." Just like guys will say, "Oh, come on, lads," but we're not lads.
Do I look that crazy? Darren just went, "Whoa, Belinda." I mean, I can't see.
Well, you don't look crazy. You just look. Your hair's just a little unkempt.
Yeah,
tousled.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a look that a lot of people are going for nowadays.
Oh, I've got products that you put in your hair after you've washed it to try and make it look beachy. I'm like, beachy? I can give you beachy. This is beachy.
You got a little bit of bed face.
What do you mean bed face? God. Like, what is,
It's a joke.
All right.
It's a joke. Bed head, bed face.
Oh,
do you get it?
Yeah. So he has to explain everything to me because otherwise I'd just be like,
not all jokes work on you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. See, Jeff says the surfer look suits you.
Well, I have to say, I didn't bring it in the way that I wanted to at Colony today.
Jen, of course, the setup is that she looks horrid, and she looks amazing.
Well, Jen, top fan, thanks, top fan. It was just me and one other lady, and then, of course, men out there. I'd really like it if there were some more ladies in the water.
Yeah,
I mean, there are certain...
Me too.
Yeah, Jake would be more into surfing if there were more ladies.
What do you call a lawyer at the bottom of the ocean?
I I don't know.
A good start. Get it? Put all of them in the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Drown them. Yeah.
Oh,
I was going
okay.
to switch it to lady, but I just decided to tell you the actual joke.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have been good.
Todd says he saw there was a huge increase in people searching for how to move to New Zealand during the pandemic.
Oh, yes. Oh, people want to be there because you know how many deaths we've had, Todd? 25. And we had 22 for the longest time, and then there was a surge. And so I said to my friend, I am repeating myself because I talked about this last week on the show. There was a surge, and we lost 3 more people. Anyway, but yes, no, and then I know people who are going to be moving to New Zealand if things don't go well on November 3rd. I mean, I think we should all go to New Zealand for a little respite after November 3rd because who knows what, Trump and his merry men are going to be doing.
Oh, you mean the proud men? Laura's Irish friend, who is a lady, calls their group of ladies lads, and she loves it. I like that too. Lad, that's what Joe should call Trump next
Yeah,
time.
that would be
I
very
do
nice
like
to
it,
draw
Phil.
it.
I don't
Yeah.
know where the suggestion box is, but I support you trying to get that in there.
Yeah. What did he call him? A clown? He called him a clown at one point. The worst president America's ever had. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, look, Juliet's here. Juliet,
Oh, hi,
Claudia, our friend
Juliet.
Juliet from Northern California. I heard you were evacuated from the Russian River, and I'm glad to see you here, too. I can't see your face, but I hope you're all right.
Is that the fires that they just had? The ones...
The very recent fires. When Jamie
Like
was
just a
here
day-
the other day,
Yeah, yesterday.
and you were so frustrated with me in our conversation, the thing that she was trying to tell me about was that
Yeah.
Juliet and Chris were
Evacuated. Oh, okay.
from
Well,
fire.
that's a bummer. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to hear that, Juliet. I hope everything is fine and that house, the lovely house, is fine and all your trees are okay. We, oh, it's the island. New Zealand has low cases, Darren, because it's an island and because of their policies and because they have a fantastic lad for a leader. Jacinda is really great.
Lady Lad.
Yeah. Jacinda's our third woman prime minister, and she's just amazing. They're going for elimination, so everybody has to quarantine who comes in. They do contact tracing. Everybody, cooperates. It's 4.5 million people, so you can really get them to behave like a team. And then you've got Jacinda, who does Facebook Lives every night to talk to New Zealand, in her pajamas. I mean, she's, she's just cool.
Maybe Friday we'll have a pajama day.
Oh, well, we could.
How does that sound?
What pajamas would you wear? I mean, it's
Well,
just that with
We'll
knickers.
have to
It's
figure it out.
Yeah.
So Jen says she makes her kids all the kids call her ma'am, and Northern friends think that's weird. You also answer to mommy dearest. When I was a kid, when we lived in Tennessee, we had to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir to people's parents, to adults. That was on.
Yes, sir, no, sir?
Yes sir, no
Oh,
sir.
God, we didn't have to do that's really That's really old-fashioned. I was going to say backward, and then I always realized that would sound insulting. That sounds... we didn't have to do that in New Zealand. We did have to call people Mr. and Mrs., whatever their, surnames were, but...
Juliet says all's well. That's good to know.
Yeah. Got to sweep
Jeff,
up all the
gotta
forests.
sweep up all the forest. Yes, you're right. Fires. It's the leaves, Phil. You're right. Those damn leaves. If we had a forest vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, we'd be so set. We'd be... yeah.
As you know, I've gone through the trivia compendium of useless information, and I've highlighted things because you can't just go in here willy-nilly because there's a lot of duds. But would you like to have a bit of trivia from the compendium?
That you think's a good bit of trivia? Yes. If in in my esteemed colleague's opinion, this is a good piece of trivia, lay it on us.
Yes, well,
lay it on us, Lord Jerry.
At the request of the lad from New Zealand.
What about lovely lad from New Zealand?
The lovely lad.
That's maybe that's a bit on the nose, fishing and making you call me lovely, but I don't know.
You are
very
lovely.
salty. I think if we had a lick of me
You
right
are
now,
salty.
I know. So I mean, I did give myself a sort of a rinse off on the side of the road.
Rich says in New York he had some friends' parents who wanted him to call him by their first name. I never had that when I was a kid, but now our daughter's friends call us by our first name sometimes. And
They only do. I mean, no one's ever called me Mrs.
I can still barely, when I see friends of mine's parents who are now in their 80s, and I am, as you know, 60 years old, I have a hard time calling them by their first names. Like my friend Kirk's mom is named Kathy. It's just really tricky to call her Kathy.
Yeah, no, I would be going straight for the first name.
Yeah. In the middle of the 14th century in Spain, there arose a vogue of wearing false beards. In the morning, a grandy dandy would drape his chin in a crimson beard. In the evening, he'd serenade his senorita in an adjustable long black hanging beard. Soon the country resembled a huge masquerade party. No one knew who was who. Creditors could not catch up with debtors. The police arrested the innocent while villains hid behind hair. Wives were conjugal with the wrong husbands. I doubt that. Whereupon the price of horsehair skyrocketed. King Peter of Aragon had to end the farce by forbidding the wearing of false beards. Can you imagine?
Forbidding the wearing of false beards.
No more false beards. It's real beards from here on out.
Yeah, you either grow it or that's it. You can't be pretending. No wigs.
If you didn't grow it, you better not show it. Huh? That's my no false beards slogan.
Nice. Bit of sexual innuendo there. Right? I picked up on it. I got it.
Yeah, well, there was a bit of a grower and shower thing we had the other day when you weren't here.
Oh, when I wasn't here. Okay, so that's called a callback, when you call back to the joke from the other day, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes, yeah, I'm really getting to know this
Jen
comedy malarkey.
Jen says she'll answer to Miss Jen. Yes, I would like to get Mr. Jake started. I like Mr. Jake.
Really? Well, that
Mr.
sounds like
Jake.
you're running a hair salon,
Mr.
Mr.
Jake.
Jake. Is it sort of
let's have a look at you.
Yeah, what would you do with my beachy hair?
Not
what
only
would you do
I want to be called Mr. Jake, but I'm going to go third person on myself. Oh, yes, Mr. Jake could really do your treat with this, Lady Jerry.
Yeah, it's like candy fucking floss right now. You know, what do you call that cotton candy? We call it candy floss.
Candy.
Where I come from.
You guys,
cotton candy. Yes, I said the name already. You got
Scott
multitask. He can't even listen. As soon as his eyes are on a comment, he cannot hear.
I'm trying to just keep the...
I know, you're trying to keep the mojo and the flow. What do you think I'm doing? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, no,
Lord
you're doing
Jerry.
a great job.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
When I'm not paying attention to you, they're paying attention to you, and I'm thinking of the next thing I'm going to say to you so that you'll say some other super interesting thing that people can pay attention to.
Hopefully I'll say something super interesting and not something super ridiculous. I might say something super ridiculous.
Scott says when he hears Mr. or Sir, it's never good news. Yeah, I don't like Mr. or Sir, although there was a thing that was happening for a while where people were calling me young man, like in the last couple of years. And I thought, is this some kind of weird meanness? Like, young man, I'm older than you. I didn't understand it.
You mean when people in stores do it? I wasn't listening to you.
Like the guy who's bagging your groceries would go, do you need extra bags, young man? Or, good to see, can I help you, young man?
Yeah. Why don't you use your eyeballs and see who you're talking to and then work out how you're going to address me before you say, yeah, young lady, young man, whatever.
Keith says he thinks the debate destroyed his smartwatch. Well, you don't let the president get too close to your smartwatch, because that guy will stop a clock.
Oh, I thought the thing when they were talking about who was smart and who was not, and that's wrong. Smart. You know, he got so.
Don't even say smart around you. You're not very smart.
Oh my God! And then he talked about Biden's college, whatever his degree was. I mean. Oh my God, that guy! There's a fantastic quote from it's some diplomat who sort of said, what's really amazing is that a person who is so unbelievably insecure got to have one of the top jobs in the world, president of the United States, because that guy has got some thin skin. I mean,
Betsy says she's Betsy to her two mentees and Pick to most of the others because her last name is Pickle.
Ah.
Betsy Pickle.
Okay, and then Jen said when her dad calls her Jennifer Beth, she almost loses her mind. I'm not going to tell you guys what my dad used to call me because I don't want that nickname in the mix.
Jen says, I love when people call me young lady by older gentlemen. Yes, but when I was getting called young man, it was by younger men than me. That's what I'm saying. It was a bit weird.
And visibly, obviously, younger men than you. Oh my God, that's insulting.
I'm younger than you.
You're younger than me. Don't call me young man.
You're younger than me.
Young man.
Who's the young man here?
Yeah,
young man?
You're the young man. I'm the older.
You're the young man.
Yeah, I'm the older gentleman. So
why don't you bag my groceries, young man?
Yeah, and stop with the lip. That's enough lip out of you.
That's enough lip out of you.
I know what I could do. I could have a head massage right now. That might feel
why don't
good
you
on
give
my
yourself a little head
salty hair.
massage?
Where is it? It's usually I usually can see it right over there.
Where is it?
Did you move it?
I did.
Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Good.
It's sticking out of a cup. This
Yeah.
is going to feel really
you go.
good.
Okay.
I'd have to say, if I'd just caught a few more waves, this could have been a perfect day, but I just didn't do quite as well as I would have liked. It was like a practice for the next time when I go and I do really well. Yeah, I hate to be called hun by someone I don't know who's young. That's just ridiculous.
Todd says he's writing in Lord and Lady Jerry for co-presidents. And Todd,
Co-presidents.
I'm hereby
That would be nice.
requesting in a polite way that you vote for my friend Joe instead of me and Lady Jerry this election. Next election, do whatever you want. Okay. All right.
Hello?
Do you let... Man, we're both winning today with that hair thing you're doing.
I
Do
could
you
maybe
let
do
the
it.
little things get in the way of the big things?
Do I?
Yes. Do you let the little things get in the way of the big things?
Yes, I do. You know it.
Well, stop doing that.
Yes, write the list and go, okay, these are little things. Oh, I almost poked myself in my eye.
Yes,
That
Don,
wouldn't be
you
good.
can call me young man if you like, because I take your word for your age, and you are older than me, so you can call me young man if you insist. I had a friend who liked to call me. Well, I would have been in my 40s, but he liked to call me kid. He was 80.
So that was funny to him. Okay, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this thing as sort of a hair.
All right. Keith says, "Did I hear Trump call Joe Biden Jim at the beginning?" Let's ask Mr. Predicto.
Yes.
Keith has a question. Mr. Predicto, did Trump call Joe Biden Jim at the beginning of last night's debates?
No.
Pretty simple, Keys. That did not happen.
Yeah, Mr. Predicto.
Yeah, Mr. Predicto is also
has
Mr.
spoken.
Pastos Hysteroso.
He's also Mr. Slightly passive aggressive. I find Mr. Predicto is just a little bit of a jerk.
Michael.
I mean, Jen, don't be in any doubt. We love Mr. Predicto,
Oh,
but he's a
everybody
bit
does.
of a dick.
Michael says, from
Right?
yesterday, you can tell who used to be a professional wrestling entertainer. Yes, you can, Michael. I felt like there was a real whiff of the old ring last night in the debate. All right. Who do you think is the most inspirational person alive today? Present company excluded.
Most inspirational person. Well, we just lost a really inspirational person last week. Or was it the Friday before? RBG. She was super inspirational. Who do I think is super inspirational? Well, I that's a hard one for me because I find a lot of people are really inspirational.
Okay, well,
So I've
just
got to
name
nail
an
it, yeah.
inspirational person to you. Who's inspirational to you?
I'm going to think about it. I'm going to let you answer first, and then I'm going to.
Well, at first I was like, oh, I got to pick somebody famous. But you know who I'm going to say? And I know that we have people who live in Cleveland, but Nick Costas, the guy who runs and owns Hilarities, is an inspirational person to me. That guy is just a top quality friend and human being. He's so caring and attentive, and the way he treats his customers and his employees is impeccable to me. I mean, I really, every time I'm around him, I aspire to be more like him. Jen says Chuck Norris and Charles Barkley. Those are also great choices, Jen. Oh. Key says there'll come a day when Mr. Predicto will be on the wrong side of his wrath, and I believe that.
Yes. There are a lot of no's, but that's what I mean. He seems like he's having a little bit of a, he's in a bit of a mood these days.
Good one. Don says Jimmy Carter. And
yeah,
I think he's a good choice.
That is a really good choice.
Jimmy Carter is a quality human being, and certainly, hands down, our best
ex-president ever
in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Certainly in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, just the Habitat for Humanity stuff that he does, and he's just a decent
the
decent
life
human.
straws. I mean, all the things that he's done that are just so meaningful and for people, and with just not a lot of fanfare. He just gets on and does it. He's really fantastic.
Betsy says Dave Grohl. I think Dave is pretty awesome. I'm not sure if that's because it's a musician meant to be a little bit of a joke, but I think Dave has been pretty great to his fellow artists. And he's awesome. Ann Dunn, the founder of Cat Town in Oakland, Scott says. Interesting. Now the director of Oakland Animal Services. Chef Jose Andres. Scott, I don't know who that is. Jen, Billy Gibbons.
I like Damien's one. I have a learning disabled son, and he never quits. He is, for me, your biggest inspiration.
Yeah, that's an awesome
Yeah.
one, Damien.
Yeah.
Yeah. These kids who, as you described it, learning disabled. But I've seen so many kids who've got such tough challenges, and they just, not only do they not give up, they're kind of cheerful through the battle, and I think that's something to really aspire to.
That kid Zion, who the wrestler who we were
Oh.
watching the other day. There's an 11-minute documentary. It's on Netflix. Is
On
that right?
Netflix, yeah, it's called Zion, Zion, and
Yeah.
it's the guy's basically he has legs, but they're so, I think, so
They're teeny
small.
tiny.
He looks like just a torso, and he wrestled in
just
high school.
this part of his torso.
Amazing.
And he was in foster care and badly treated, and then, I mean, so much heart, that kid.
Don's now on Willie Nelson. I guess so. I guess so. He's a
if you want
hero.
to be inspired about, he's a guy like smokes a lot of pot and
He's
works really hard and never stops. That's
He's
the
a
guy.
hero. He's probably a hero of Donald Trump's with his tax evasion. All right.
I thought, I mean, Michael Jordan was pretty amazing in The Last Dance, and it was funny because people talked about how he comes across as kind of an a-hole, but I thought he was just he was just driven and amazing and never stopped. And,
he's inspirational in his work ethic. Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger is also that way to me. Also,
Jacinda's really
and of
inspiring.
course,
Our Lady
now that
Prime
we're on
Minister.
to famous man
People.
crushes.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
The
got
Rock!
Jake.
What about The Rock?
Jake is in love with The Rock. He might be. Are you just a little bit more in love with The Rock than me? Or no, that's your man crush.
I'm easily more in love with The Rock than you're in love with The Rock.
No, I meant that you're in love with me.
Are you kidding me? No, I'm more in love with you. God.
Okay, right answer.
I did say present company excluded.
Yeah, you did.
I did
you
say
did,
that.
You did. But it's pretty cute how much you love The Rock.
Yeah.
It's,
Keys, you're
Do
right.
I love you? I don't love you and McGregor as much as Jake loves The Rock. And then I heard of this thing that was not so inspiring.
I'm wearing
about
my
you
Sports
and-
Palace T-shirt today. No one has asked, but I'm telling you, this is where I used to work out in the 80s.
Oh, and you
in
used
San
to lift
Francisco.
weights, right? To
I
get
used
some big
I used
pecs
to
and
lift
everything.
weights. The collar is so big and weird on this shirt.
Yeah, it is
it's
a
almost
weird
like
one.
a false crew neck.
Did it
But
used
this
to be
was the
tight on
slogan-
you
this
because
was the
you had such a
slogan of the
thick
gym.
neck?
You can never be
You
too
can
strong.
never be too strong. Oh.
Yeah.
Did you used to bulge this out? Was this sort of like because you had the big, thick, bodybuilder neck? I hope not.
No, I don't think I had.
Yeah,
that.
I can't.
was a
I
bit
don't want
heavier
to.
than
I don't
am
want
now,
to envision you with a great big sort of huge set of muscles everywhere.
but Jen
Oopsie.
says you love The Rock. Yes, I do. I love The Rock.
And
I
he
like his
endorsed
movies.
Biden.
I like the way he is. I like his work ethic.
Look, Pick just told us The
yeah.
Rock endorsed Biden. When
I
did that
believe it.
happen?
Well, I don't know. Pick? Oh, you're calling her Pick now?
Yeah, that's her name.
Mm.
Well, you can tell us, Betsy, what you'd prefer to be called. Because if that's being too familiar, I don't want to be that person who just suddenly.
Could you take my
Because
temperature?
I have a nickname, and there are a lot of people who call me it, and now all their other friends call me it. It's like, well, that's not your nickname. I didn't. 97.3.
Okay.
That's enough
nice.
of that, and I'm gonna pretend it's a cigarette. Do some sophisticated. You're not taking my temperature?
We didn't ask.
Oh God. Well, excuse me. I would like to have my temperature taken.
Give me some forehead, baby.
And here it is. Here it is. Here's my forehead, darling. Go for it.
Yeah,
Like,
let's try
what
and
does
be
it
a
say?
little less sexy. I know it's
Oh.
typical.
No, when I'm smoking a pretend cigarette that's actually a.
You're 98.9.
Oh, well, I am. I have surfed. I've been in a wetsuit. That was hot. I was
Yeah.
in the car. I was doing some dancing on the. Oh. Oh.
I didn't think we'd be able to
He
get that in.
cannot help it. And I just. Can anyone anyone second me, or does everybody else just love the fart thing? I'm just like, what?
Darren's asking, does someone have a guy crush on Jake? Yeah, I'm not sure if I need to know that, Darren, but thanks for asking. All right, so I think that's our show for today. We got through the hump day. Yeah.
We humped.
Man.
We humped it.
We're halfway through this week, and tomorrow's October.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Not the October surprise, the surprise October.
Did you say anything about camels? Did we have any camel stuff today? We'll do some more camel stuff next week.
Maybe next week. I mentioned some camel stuff. People want the shirts. I still got to get that figured out.
I'll tell you what it is, Scott. The grip on my cigarette's quite heavy, so I can't. It's really I've got to do like that. Do that kind of. Who is it who smokes? Who holds the cigarette like that? There's somebody.
Today's
that wasn't a very realistic. Yeah, but seize the day. You're going to seize it. We're going to seize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm going to shut up. I am. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let. He will not be riled up by me today. He's like, I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait. Lady Jerry keeps laying it out there, but no, you quite like me today.
I do.
I know you're giving me a look like, yeah, what are you doing?
I do like you. So today's
hello.
Oh God! I started with the hiccups, and you're going to give me the hiccups again.
It must be massaging. I mean, it must sort of get into my brain when I do,
do I
this.
have to take that away from you to
it must like sort of because it sort of relaxes me. It makes me feel good. Mr. Predicto is a bad investment. Now, Keys, that might be going it a bit strong because Mr. Keys, he can be funny. It's just he hasn't been. Yeah, and Jen, shut up, Keys. I paid money for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like his voice. I mean, let's ask Mr. Predicto one more thing. Should we do a Caesar Day, Mr. Predicto?
Jen also loves the new glasses you're wearing.
Oh, thanks, Jen. I love them too. These are my new spiffy societies. These are my, they are, what do you call it, tortoiseshell. They go green when I'm out in the sun.
Mr. Predicto, do you think Belinda, Lady Jerry, will be wearing a tutu on her head for tomorrow's show? That's how it works.
Everything points to no.
Oh, everything points to no.
Oh, Mr. Predicto.
Well, this is a real test. He could be wrong. He's not infallible.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys, just so you know, I don't listen to a word Mr. Predicto says. I do it totally on impulse. So if I come in wearing a black tutu or a pink tutu or a purple tutu with sequins on my head tomorrow, that's all me. That's got nothing to do with what Predicto said.
So today's Caesar Day is from Roy Nelson, and it's Jiu-Jitsu 101. Make the other guy do all the work. And I think that's some good advice. I don't know if that's jiu-jitsu. The other guy, if you can let the other guy do what he wants to do and defeat him because he falls into your trap. That's the whole point. So you let the other guy do all the work. That's what I've done with you today.
Yeah.
I've barely talked, and you've done most of the work.
Yeah. Well, I would like to make a trap, and you do all the housework, and me do none.
Well,
how do we make that?
So far, you're not very good at that one.
No, you're not very good at that one.
I can't believe you want to pick a fight at the end of the show, but
I don't think I'm picking a fight. Does it feel like I am?
No, I don't either.
I think we're doing pretty good because we've had a tough couple. Well, not a tough couple of days, but we've been a little bit. Not. I mean.
The P.O. box number, Uma, is 5029, Santa Monica 90409. All right. Thank you, guys. And we will see you tomorrow in October. Yes, right? And don't give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later.
Don't give up. And I can't believe it's October. God. I mean, we've been spending some quality time together, guys, over, lockdown. Oh, have you stopped it?
No, I'm gonna reply to Uma's request for the address.
Oh, okay. So I should keep talking while you do that? Okay. So this is an ongoing. I mean, it's not a long-term relationship yet because it's been 6 months. But I'd say that this is a commitment. You guys have committed. We've committed to you. Look at you with the address. Now send it.
I'm not.
Yeah, which one does it return?
Yep, yeah, there I did.
Oh, look at you.
Boom! I just commented while we were doing the show. This is a Well, I've done it before, but
Yeah, I was going to
well
say.
done, everybody.
Yeah, you're pretty. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Okay,
You got to
excuse me.
celebrate the victories in life.
The little ones.
That was
the
a victory.
teeny, weeny ones. Yeah, yeah. Well, that was like walking and talking and chewing gum
I'm
and
going right.
riding a bike.
I'm going
and-
right in the house for a piece of cheese. I'll see you
You
guys all
are?
tomorrow.
What am I going to have for a snack?
I
What's my
don't
snack
know.
going to be called?
I don't
You're going to
know.
make me a... What is it going to be?